Welcome to Nerd Alert, everyone. We have a couple of great guests this week, and I'm really excited to introduce you to them. First of all, we have returning champion, Michele Morrow. Yeah, this is a fight now.
Hello.
Michele is, of course, a spokesperson, a host, an actress. She does so much. She just got off hosting BlizzCon, which I attended and was impressed by. We're also joined by newcomer, I say this as if it's a fight, Claire Hummel. Claire is a production designer working for HBO. Yep. You may not think you know her, but you do actually know her. Claire is the creator of the realistic Disney princesses image collection that has circulated all over Reddit and the internets, and people write articles about them. Claire also designed the Luteces from Bioshock Infinite, as well as the good version of Elizabeth. That is editorial on my part.
So cool. Good.
And you do so much more. Well, right now you're working with HBO. Mm-hmm. What are you doing there?
I just started there about 6 months ago. I jumped ship from Xbox, where I've been working for about 6 years. Mm-hmm. And HBO wants to kind of expand out of what they're doing with linear live action TV. So they started up a new group up in Seattle doing digital products and interactive stuff. And so it's all very hush hush. We can't really talk about it right now. Ooh. But it's really neat, very tiny team. Very lots of like rapid prototyping and pitching, and it's pretty neat.
How is transitioning from doing video games to premium television?
It's definitely a different sort of vibe that I get from the company itself. Like moving from Microsoft, where I was definitely an artist at an engineering company, you feel kind of forced into the structure that they have there. Mm-hmm. Moving on to HBO, which is so clearly an artist-driven, creative company, it makes a huge difference. And we kind of got to handpick our team, so everything's much looser and collaborative. Yeah,
very so rad, right?
It was pretty good. Yeah, so we just kind of went and cherry-picked all the people that we wanted to work with. So that's what we've got.
What was your favorite thing that you designed?
Just in general?
Yeah.
Obviously, I loved working on Bioshock Infinite. I was a huge fan of the series. Loved Bioshock 1. Yeah. Liked Bioshock 2.
I really liked Bioshock 2. Anyway.
It has its pros and cons. And so when they reached out to me, I was completely surprised. I was completely taken aback. I was not expecting that sort of offer. And luckily, my boss at Microsoft was like, yeah, sure, go do that work for a competing company. So that was great.
That doesn't happen.
And when I designed the Luteces, I had no idea. Like, obviously, I love historical costuming, and so that was just it was my jam.
Did you design one before the other?
I designed Rosalind first, and then designed Robert to match, kind of. And I thought they would be this tiny little peripheral set of characters in the narrative, and I was really surprised to see what a huge role. Like, while I was playing through the game, I was like, oh, there they are. Like,
being that you designed her for it first, and this is just one of my favorite games, was it always meant that they were supposed to be together? Or were they originally meant to be just one?
It was always, essentially they said there are these two twin physicists, they designed Columbia, maybe they should be redheads. Go nuts. And that was kind of the direction I had.
That's awesome.
And they wanted them to be like stoic and handsome and, you know, standoffish.
Are you like surprised by all the cosplay that you've seen from it?
Yes, it is.
With the chalkboard.
Very,
that's so cool.
It is so flattering, and so many of them come up to me at conventions to say hi, and I don't think they realize that I am freaking out as much at them as they are at me. Like, it's just so sweet, and people put so much love and effort into it, and I just see them trying to interpret like my rough concepts and stuff. It's just like, way to go.
So neat.
I apologize for Rosalind's hair, which has this like huge stylized
almost
swoop
like a
to it.
Bouffant, but not really.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
But yeah, and I got to work on a couple new Xbox One games, like Sunset Overdrive was really fun.
So cool.
Yeah, and Fable Legends, which is coming out later next year, was really great. So
I had a lot of fun in Sunset Overdrive.
Oh, so did I. So much fun.
So you pretty much have the most badass job ever.
Oh yeah, clearly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like I could say the same of you guys.
Oh yeah, well, I
Michele
guess, but
also has a cool job. You're a spokesperson now.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, I just got hired on with DonateGames.org. They are changing the name to Game Changer, if you can believe that. They actually have the name Game Changer. So within, right? Game Changer charity. So they collect games. They are collecting games in the name of sick kids, and they're helping out quite a bit. I met them while hosting at the Game 24 event for NVIDIA. I met their founder, Jim Carroll, and I was really moved by their story. Their kid, Taylor, was diagnosed with terminal cancer, and he beat it. he was treated actually at Seattle Children's Hospital.
Oh, yeah.
Which made me even go even more with the Seattle connection. And this kid is now 19. He's a singer. He's at Harvard. He's doing so well. He's such an inspirational story because we don't hear a lot of these success stories of people coming through. And the fact that this family has gone through so much and they still have the ability and the desire to want to help other families get through what they've done. And the thing that impressed me the most, and the reason I decided to go in with them, is that they have such a high donation rate. They're donating like 93 cents on the dollar, which is fairly unheard of with charities.
So wait, I would donate my games or my money?
You can donate your games or your money.
Okay.
And so you can go to, right now you can go to donategames.org to find the information, and they will be changing it over to Game Changer within 2015, but you can become a Game Changer by going to donategames.org and seeing the different options that you have to help sick kids. I had so many people reaching out to me who have been sick or injured or whatnot and have disease, and they've found gaming to be a therapeutic element and a healing benefit. So it's really nice coming off of BlizzCon and hosting that and being in this amazing community and this warmth to then kind of transition into being the spokesperson for Donate Games, which is about helping people who are sick and injured and whatnot.
I know we're running long. We might need to split this into 2 clips. But we have a couple questions from Twitter. I asked them to submit questions for Michele and Claire, and I said I would answer them too, but it's more about them. I mean, okay. So I have a question for you from As Technology, which is an awesome handle.
Yeah.
What fiction work inspires you the most? Book, film, television, etc.
Well, I will say I love the Myst games. We were talking
Yes.
earlier about the Myst games. They were such an integral part of my childhood that they speak to me. They're the world building, the idea of like passive observation, everything about them I adore. So they're always inspiring, even though they're 20 years old at this point.
Amazing.
So
though.
it's kind of weird to think about that.
Matter.
I've been catching up with a ton of comics recently, Saga and a million other ones.
That was actually a different question, but go for it.
Oh, nice.
Which comics do you like this year?
Well, a lot. But yeah, I just absorb as much information as I possibly can, especially in terms of artistic reference and things like that. Like getting any books on historical costume, cultural costume, love geology. all sorts of
Geology.
stuff.
Wow.
Interesting. This is a little bit of an open-ended question, and I'm not sure I understand it totally. So interpret it as you will, ladies.
Okay.
Oh God.
Lawrence Brenner asks, how soon do you think gamers will be able to cosplay themselves from games?
Cosplay themselves.
So is this a character creation cosplay?
I have no. So I read
You
that on
mean-
Twitter ahead of time, and
Yeah,
I was
I'm
so
not
confounded.
sure what it means, but I like the idea of where it's going.
Well, if we're talking about like voiceover actors dressing up
Maybe
as their favorite
maybe
characters,
if Matt Mercer were to dress up as Rexar from the World of Warcraft series.
or Leon Kennedy or
Yeah.
something, then yeah, possibly. Or if maybe you're just talking about your own avatar. If you create, we all have connections to our own avatars. I mean, your reference photos are definitely right there on the loading screen. So I think there's
Now.
lots of
Do it
opportunities for
now.
that. Do it, yeah.
I've seen lots of, like in Borderlands, you can customize your head and your colors, and I've seen a lot of custom characters made, and those are not easy to make, so you know that they really love it, and they're hoping someone gets what they're doing.
We actually saw a lot of cosplay skins happen at the BlizzCon costume contest, which was really cool, from Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah.
So it was really neat to see that people are already cosplaying skins.
I did see that fancy Kerrigan, the
Yes,
one that you like to play as.
Countess, yes, that's the Halloween skin for Kerrigan.
Yes, that thing's amazing.
There was
So
two
the
of
answer
those.
to that is now, always, whenever you want. Claire and Michele will be here all week to talk. Well, we're recording on one day. I'm not keeping their here for a week, but it's a week's worth of stories, and I'm so happy to have you both. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank you.
Kim.